Hi everybody, I'm Leah of CJ Drill, and today, well, I'm holding a pin nailer, and I gotta tell you, it's a great tool. Look, if you're into crafts or woodworking or doing remodeling and you're doing delicate work, this is the tool for you, and let me tell you why. A pin nailer is an inexpensive tool. You can purchase one for as little as $30, and that's what a good hammer costs, but the difference is this. A pin nailer will take you places that a hammer cannot, and I'm going to show you coming up. So here's our pin nailer. Now, not all pin nailers are exactly the same, but they have a lot of the same features. So I'm going to walk you around it and just show you a few things. It's very simplistic. Number one, this is a safety here. And the reason for it is it helps make certain that your gun doesn't discharge. It prevents the trigger from being depressed completely and discharging a pin. And then when you slide the safety over, then it allows you to shoot the nails. Now this is the air inlet here. This is what you attach your compressor line to. Now this is our magazine. That's what this is, and it houses the nails. Now some models, I'm going to open up the magazine, I'm going to slide it back. Some models you load your nails from the rear of the nail gun, and then some models like this one, you just drop the nails in. Now here on the side of the magazine, it gives us some very useful information. It tells us that this particular pin nailer uses 23 gauge pins, a ½ inch, and it accommodates all the way to a full inch. Now again, these are the nails. It's 23 gauge. Now keep in mind that the higher the number, the thinner the material. The lower the number, the more stocky the material. Now there's another number here. See, it says 120 psi maximum. Now you wouldn't want to use this pin nailer at 120. Your good working number is 90, 80 psi's, and that's the air coming into the tool from the compressor. Now there's one last feature that this particular model doesn't have, but the higher end models do. And what it is it prevents something called dry firing. Now what is that? Dry firing is when your tool allows you to continue to pull the trigger, you've run out of nails, and it continues to shoot, nothing's coming out. That's dry firing. Well, higher end models, well, they don't allow you to continue to shoot when you get low on nails, okay? It'll get to a point where you pull the trigger, nothing's coming out, it's time to load up again. And why is that a problem? Well, if you're pulling the trigger, these nails almost disappear in the work. You may not know that you're out of nails. So that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, before we get started, what we want to do is you want to remove the cap from the air inlet. That's what this is. And you'll want to add just a couple drops of oil first. That's good enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the magazine and lock it. Now, you know, one thing you want to make certain of is that you don't load your nails into your pin nailer while it's connected to the air source because, well, you know, you want to keep yourself safe. Now the pin nailer is ready. It's all hooked up to the air supply. What I have here is I have just some scrap pine, that's what this is, and just a scrap piece of wood. I'm just going to take some glue here and I'm going to run a bead of glue along the top here. Okay, so the reason for the glue is it's always good to use a pin nailer in combination with glue because, you know, that gives you a nice strong joint. Now I'm going to lay that piece of scrap wood right on top there. Okay. I like the way that's lined up. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take our pin nailer and we're going to secure it. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to put one. You don't want to get too close to the edge. There's one. Let's do another one. There we go. And we'll drive one right here too. Okay, so for some contrast, I'm going to take this piece of door casing and I'm just going to attach it to the side here so you can really see the contrast involved. I'll pull it up pretty level with the piece that I just put on. So I'm going to just drive a few nails right here. I'm going to put one right there. Now the other thing is you want to make certain that you're wearing eye protection, right? And you don't want to place your pin nailer too close to the edge. You want there to be a little space there. I'm going to drive another. And then I'll drive one right down here at the end. Okay, so we're looking at it, right? It's attached. It's attached. that it's attached good. But the thing is this, we're looking at it, and do you see any nail heads? No. And that's the beauty of pin nailing. And I'm going to bring you in close. I'm going to show you where we actually nailed. So I brought you in close because I really want you to see where the nail entered. See that? That's it. And it's very, very, very hard to see from a distance. I've brought you in close to see it, and it's still a little difficult. And that's the beauty of these pin nailers. When you're doing very delicate work, it allows you to do what you need to do, and then of course the nails become invisible. So that's it. That's all there is to operating one of these pin nailers. And I gotta tell you, I wouldn't be without mine. Now here's the thing. If you're worried about the size of the compressor that you need, doesn't take a large compressor to operate really any nail gun, especially a pin nailer. Now why is that? Well, here's the thing. The air requirements for a pin nailer or any nail gun is very, very small. It's just a burst of air that dries a nail. And that's why you don't need a big air compressor, so don't worry about it. Don't think, oh, I got to get something big. You don't. Now this is Leah saying you can do this. See you next time.